Falmouth was one of the places in our area that was hit the hardest by high water.
And now the Falmouth mayor and fire chief have both resigned as the city tries to recover.
Brady Williams has more.
Yeah, so we want to stress here that this happened around the timing of these floods, not necessarily because of the floods. Everything we've been told so far is that these were personal decisions. They actually put off their resignations until after they made sure things were in hand with the flood. There is no flooding here in Falmouth anymore. Most folks have not been hit too hard. It was mostly basements and common areas that were hit here. So now that they have resigned, we know that the fire chief has someone in place taking over responsibilities. And as for the mayor, that is all being handled by the police chief.
It basically transfers the executive authority of the mayor's office for me to be able to run the day-to-day operations of Falmouth. Easiest way to probably explain it is I'm like a city manager or a city administrator right now.
Falmouth Police Chief Marty Hart has been assigned to take over administrative duties after the mayor resigned on April 7th. Hart says the mayor took on a new job in his full-time career that would take him away from his duties here in Falmouth, so he stepped down.
So this was already somewhat in the works. The flood kind of postponed everything.
There was some concern about these resignations happening to come right at the tail end of some major floods. Fortunately, those have mostly gone away. This spot I'm standing in looked like this just yesterday.
I'll be honest with you, I've worked several emergencies. I've been in it almost 30 years, and this is the smoothest one I've been a part of.
Hart says the resignation that did come as a surprise was the fire chief. I spoke with the now former chief off camera. He says he's still working with the department as a firefighter. He just stepped aside from the bigger role to tend to personal matters.
The continuity's been there. He's got a good assistant chief that stepped up. The only thing I would just like to stress to people and citizens of Falmouth is to reassure them that the continuity of government is continued. There's been no lapse. All the resources and services are still there.
He says if you're having issues with any kind of flood damage, to report that to the city clerk as well as emergency management here in Pendleton County. He says that he's going to maintain this role for the time being. In Kentucky State Code, they have 30 days for the city council to appoint a new mayor. Live in Falmouth with photojournalist Savannah Tyree, Brady Williams, Fox 19 Now.